Yes, sir. You done in the den with the lions.
Yeah.
You done in the den with the lions. Somebody said something. All right, y'all. All right. So we here. It's 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Y'all know what time it is. 7 o'clock, Sunday night.
That's
it's time
right.
to get it in with the Lions Den radio show.
Radio.
What we had today? We had Patient Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Our Hidden History. Hey, it just got dark on the screen. I don't know why it got darker. But our Hidden History. The Bible Unchained. How you say it? The Bible Belt Unchained. Bible Belt Unchained. And now we got the Lions Den. Then we got Wisdom Crieth Out. And we finna get it in today. As y'all see, we tried to spice it up for y'all, give a little different look, take it a little bit more professional. It's just the first stages, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get it down. We're going to get the lighting right. We're going to get the backdrop, the feng shui.
Right.
You know,
That's right.
But, you know, a wise man, a.k.a. Bishop Yawasai, once said, there's no such thing as stagnant. He said, there's no such thing as stagnant. You either getting better or you're getting worse. Because everything around you is moving, whether you believe it or not. You know, the screen is dark. Hey, whichever one got that other view, make sure y'all turn the lighting up on that main view, please, because it was very dark. Also, let's make sure the phone lines are working. Make sure the phone lines are working. The phone number is 404-945-5479. So that was another critique. Somebody said, make sure we facing them. Mikey L said that too. Make sure we facing the crowd. So we'll work on that. Right. But before we get into the show, as we always do, we want to know how everybody's week went. So we'll start with my brother directly to my left. Austin Athaya, how was your week, man?
Hey, my week was good, Cap. All praises to the Most High God. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, bro.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. I want to make sure. You know, I got to put that jewel in there. You know what I'm saying? Actually, let me lift it up.
Yeah.
All praises. But, yeah, week was good, man. I can't complain. You already know it flew by. We got calls already. Cap. We already live, man. Let's get it.
Let's see the new and improved set.
Hey, Shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment, where you calling from?
Shalom, I'm Sister Arissa from Delaware.
From
Philly Camp.
Yes. What's going on, sis?
I just want you to know that the phone lines are working.
All praise. Well, thank you for calling in. We appreciate you for tuning in to the Lions Den. And we pray the best for you.
One of my favorite shows.
All praise to the Most High.
That's right.
All praise.
Live in effect.
All right, cool. So the line's working. So, how was your week?
Yes, sir. Week went by fast, man. All praise to the Most High. I had the honor of doing daily bread this morning for the first time ever. And that thing was fire.
Yeah, what's your top?
Yeah, it was smooth. Are you meddling or are you mortifying? All right, you meddling with your sin or are you mortifying? You trying to cut that thing off. So have my mighty reader. You know, shout out to Soldier Caleb. All praises.
So you mean to tell me you taught this morning?
That's right.
Now you teaching this afternoon?
Hey, all praises. By the grace of the Lord.
Bringing it out.
Able to be back on here, man. Bringing it out again. All praises to the Most High.
All praise.
Elon lines hot, boy. We live in effect. What you want, Elon?
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment, where you calling from?
Shalom, leadership. This is Danica from Milwaukee Camp.
Milwaukee. What's going on, sis? We doing good. How about yourself?
I am doing good, and I must tell the officer that daily bread this morning
all praise
was much needed.
All praise.
You did your thing. Thank you so much. I'm serious. Like, thank you so much. I needed that this morning. Like, it just kind of opened my eyes to things that I'm going through right now. So thank you so much. I like to thank all of the prophets for putting in that work and, you know, getting God's work out. So I just want to let you guys know that I pray for you daily. Stay strong and put that word out so we can go home.
All praise to the Most High. What you got to say to that, Officer?
Hey, I say all praises to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do it. You know what I'm saying? For brothers and sisters.
You need to do more of them.
All praises. Lord's will, more to come. All praise to the Most High.
All praise.
All praise.
You've been tuned in all day.
So, AVT, make sure we rip the video and we put it on our YouTube channel.
Right.
So, Officer Thigh, make sure you get that done.
Yes, sir.
So, Officer Daniel, how was your week?
Hey, good week this week. Hey, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
Lions Den Radio Show. We got the new setup.
Yeah.
Hey, just like you said, no stagnant. We're not stagnant. We're gonna keep pressing forward, reaching the marks. So, hey, I mean, this is another step forward from where we came from. What do you call it? The projector screen.
35 tablets, little phone holders.
Right. We could even take no phone calls. I mean, hey, we've evolved. So all praise to the Most High that we at this point right now.
Yes, sir.
Praise. Captain.
Leveling up. Leveling it up. What happened this week? That was a good week. Yesterday, the classes was all alike.
Yeah, fight.
All kind of like.
Right, and they work together.
Work together.
Yeah.
And Deacon Malachi, but that was, bruh. I know that we had the dude here, Seventh-day Adventist. I know he was blown away for the first time. I know he was saying LNG White, do not teach that.
That's right.
Bro, we got the. Okay, all right, you threw me off right there.
You good.
No, what I was saying, I know, like, I think Captain Zakar was saying, anybody first time yesterday coming was blown away.
Right.
Blown away. So, all praises. Pray for the prophets out there doing the work all over the world, and we're gonna keep this thing going. We're gonna keep this thing going.
Hey, the captain's angle is a little dark. Make sure we get some more contrast, a little brighten it up a little bit. And so today's topic is oppression in the midst of freedom. Today's topic was spurned out of a video that I watched. You know, I'll be scrolling sometimes on TikTok and videos pop up, and we got a lot of haters in the world. We got a lot of haters. It's so many, you don't even know who these people are. They out in the woodworks. You don't know they exist.
Right.
And I saw the video, and what he said was not only what a Christian would say, but what a lot of black people who are not Americans, what a lot of black people would say as well. So, play that video, and we're going to examine it through the Bible throughout the show today. Play that first video.
Being persecuted by the whole world as we speak, as we're debating with the Hebrew Israelites, and you know, Lord knows why we're even doing it, because we're lovers of truth, of course. As we're debating with them and trying to show them that they're not the real Hebrew Israelites, we're also watching those people get persecuted.
Pause.
Jews all
Well, he got to shut up quick.
Pause.
He got to shut up. So is America persecuting the fake Jews over there? He said everybody's doing it.
Right.
But the most powerful country that can just blow them away is not doing nothing. Matter of fact, they supporting them.
There you go.
Well, the cool train is coming.
We ain't even got started.
Right.
The cool train is coming.
Hey, we ain't got started. You already pulled that. I ain't even come from that perspective.
Man.
But that's America's hand in hand with them.
Right.
Talking about
The most powerful country on the face of the earth defends them.
Right.
Matter of fact, they doing the most oppression right now.
Right.
There you go.
That's crazy. That's crazy you say that, because it's like, what oppression is you talking about?
There you go.
They blowing the Palestinians to smithereens over there right now. I don't know what this dude talking about.
So he's denying that the real Jews, which are the fake Jews, are being persecuted right now. Okay,
Right.
but watch, it gets worse. This is a brother. Go ahead, press play.
Crazy.
real Hebrew Israelites. We're also watching those people get persecuted. The Jews all around the world are being persecuted. It's on the news every day.
Look at this dude. He
I
about
don't
to cry?
understand. We have eyes to see. We see what's happening. Nobody's persecuting black folk.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Hey, sometimes he says stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Y'all hear this?
Yeah, he a Christian.
Nobody's persecuting black people.
Wow.
Tell Sandra Bland nobody's persecuting black people.
Right.
Tell Trayvon Martin nobody's persecuting black people.
Right.
What's the girl that got killed this summer? We went up there in Springfield.
Not Rasheem Carter, but the other one.
What's her name?
Sonya Massey.
Sonya Massey. Tell Sonya Massey nobody's oppressing black people.
Right.
Tell all the black workers that's been cut off.
Kendrick Johnson.
Tell nobody's oppressing black people.
Right.
Tell all the jobs that Trump cut due to DEI, right?
Right.
But nobody's oppressing black people.
No.
But everybody's up in arms right now because of how Trump is running his presidential campaign.
Right.
But nobody's oppressing black. I'm telling y'all, run from these people that's coming against us.
Right.
They are the devil.
Right.
They will side with their oppressor before they side with their own brother.
Right.
Go back to the
100%.
beginning. Play it again.
Don't understand about the Hebrew Israelites is they think the whole world, all of us, can't see the real Jews in Israel being persecuted.
And what he also saying is the whole world, us. He don't put himself with us.
Right.
He think he's somebody different than us.
Right.
He think he the oppressor. Go ahead.
Whole world, as we speak, as we're debating with the Hebrew Israelites, and Lord knows why we're even doing it, because we're lovers of truth, of course. As we're debating with them and trying to show them that they're not the real Hebrew Israelites, we're also watching those people get persecuted. The Jews all around the world are being persecuted. It's on the news every day.
Pause. He can't name one thing they're being persecuted.
At all.
You know why it's on the news? Because they control the media,
right.
Dummy, which we going to get to later. They can put whatever they want on the TV screen.
Right.
Stop being a damn
But they
fool.
don't understand that. They don't get that.
Hey, this guy remind me of Whitlock, man. The whole time I'm watching it, I'm like,
son, man.
it's just, like,
nephew.
it go back to, what was the other comedian name? The one that made the clip about him. Yeah, Godfrey. Like you said, it got to be like a Coon Gene, or, where do these guys come from? Like, you just got to have
signed the contract.
Yeah, man.
He signed the contract.
It's crazy. And I wonder if they really believe this stuff.
They believe it. Press play.
It's sad, man.
I don't understand. We have eyes to see. We see what's happening. Nobody's persecuting black folk in America. The Hebrew Israelites want us to ignore the persecution that the real Jews are experiencing all over the world. In the news, just today, college campuses getting shut down by protests.
Pause.
Jews being attacked.
Pause.
Bro,
our college campuses, they being shut down. That's
Stop.
the persecution you're talking about.
Stop.
Meanwhile, all over the world, the real Jews, the real Israelites,
Right.
meaning the blood Israelites, are really being oppressed.
Right.
We talking about bombs. We talking about murder.
Right.
I'm finna show y'all so much stuff today during the show. This guy is crazy though. But no, slavery didn't happen.
No.
You see, you telling me slavery didn't happen. Jim Crow didn't happen.
Nope.
Right.
Black codes didn't happen.
Right.
Catholicism didn't happen.
Nope. Right.
Conquistadors didn't happen. This is the mind of black people. They forget all about that.
Yep.
The brother, one of the most popular movies out right now. Brother just made it because we're not getting persecuted. That's why he made the movie.
Exactly.
From what's going on from then on up till now.
Right.
Hey, go to John 8 real quick. I'm going to show you the mindset of this.
Let's go.
Crazy.
John 8:44. Watch this. This is the mindset. Not 8:44. I want 8:32. We're going to start at 32 and we're going to read down. This is the mindset of our brothers and sisters who say black people are not being oppressed. And then you got the nerve to side with your oppressor, which we're going to show you why they are being, everybody has a problem with them.
Right.
That's not oppression. They got a problem with them because they are lying.
Right.
Hey, y'all find that quote too where the dude said, the reason why the Jews will never be accepted is because they left here white and they came back black. Right. Find that for me too. Y'all got that in John?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Attacks happening.
The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 30.
Read that.
The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Read.
They answered him.
And they answered him.
We be Abraham's seed.
So this is just like today. We tell our brothers and sisters, we go through the curses, we go through everything. We say, look, this is how we know we the Israelites. We don't have a land. We don't have a culture. We don't have a military. We don't have a government.
Right.
We don't have any of that. Y'all not free. They say, what?
We be Abraham's seed.
No. They say, we Americans. What the hell are you talking about?
Right.
We got the strongest military. We got Harvard. We got Yale. We got the best institutions.
Ain't no way.
We got Tesla. We got Honda. We got we got the best businesses.
Right.
Like, hey, newsflash. That's not your people, bro. Henry Ford ain't your people.
Right.
The Model T Ford is not your people.
Right. Hey, Cap, based on the video from last week, lady say we died.
Right. Yeah, you go. Black people.
Black. Came back in American soil.
The soil was in American soil.
Crazy.
That's where we come from. Yeah, he learned that same doctrine. Read that again, John 8:33.
Yes, sir. They answered him.
They answered him and said what?
We be Abraham's seed.
We be Abraham's seed and what?
And were never in bondage to any man.
And what?
And were never in bondage to any man.
These Negroes had the same mindset back then. Right. But watch this. They got cut. Give me that in John where it says, you know that we don't have license to kill any man unless you give us the power. That, you know what I'm talking about? Anything?
Yes, sir.
Find that for me real quick. Find that for me real quick. Because they said we ain't in bondage. Okay. There you go. John 18 and 21. 31. John 18 and 31. Watch this. If you were free, which they tried to say they were free in this instance in John, watch what happened when you try to issue judgment if you free. Just like today. Negro, if you free, when somebody steals, you take care of it. Don't call the police.
Right.
Your people take care of it. When they bomb us, you send your military to go defend us. You can't do that.
Right. 911.
There you go. Read that.
John chapter 18, verse 31.
For you free Negroes out there.
Then said Pilate unto them, take ye him, and judge him according to your law.
Take him according to your law. That's just saying to Christ. He's like, I ain't got nothing to do with this. Y'all judge the Negro. Read.
The Jews therefore said unto him.
The what?
The Jews.
The Jews said what?
Said unto him, it is not lawful for us to put any man to death.
Hold on, it is what?
It is not lawful for us to put any man to death.
Why was it not lawful? Because they were under Roman rule.
Right.
The Romans had to give authorization on anything that they did.
Right. Yep.
So even when they said we ain't in bondage to no man, that is not true. They understood they couldn't even kill nobody, but you free.
Right.
Okay. Do the white man say, hey, hold on, I got to hit up the UK to see if we can issue this death penalty? He don't do that.
Right.
He don't drop a bomb on another country and say, hey, let me make sure this good with anybody.
Right.
He don't do that. When he dropped the atomic bomb, they didn't follow no rules, no regulations.
Right.
They did whatever the hell they wanted to.
Full authority.
There you go.
Nah, and that to back you up, Cap. Even when they asked asked about Christ paying taxes.
Yep, there
it's
you
like,
go.
why
there
would they have to even make that statement?
There you
because
go.
it showed you who was in power at that time.
Right. Right. So go back to the video, man. Oh, y'all got the quote? Hold on. Yeah, say that right there. Say that. Go back to the video. Go back to the video. I want to finish it all the way through. This Negro boy, my blood was boiling when I was watching this, bro. I was like, I got to go in on this guy. I got to go in. Go ahead. Go back about 20 seconds. Right there, yeah, right there.
I don't understand. We have eyes to see. We see what's happening. Nobody's persecuting black folk in America. The Hebrew Israelites want us to ignore the persecution that the real Jews are experiencing all over the world. In the news, just today, college campuses getting shut down by protesters, Jews being attacked. The attacks happen in Israel. Israel is at war right now. The Hebrew Israelites are in America chilling with us. Free as a bird.
Pause. You see that? Free as a bird.
Gun down.
He said, we sitting here free as a bird, no oppression. We just sipping lemonade. I am free. Right. That's what he thinks.
Right.
That's crazy.
He said they sitting here, no slavery.
Damn.
Give me that in Brute. Give me that in Brute too. 3 and 8.
Yes.
3 and 8. Come on. Hey, and get the Zondervan ready. Somebody get the Zondervan definition, please. Take a picture of it or something. Because he going to say something about us not being Israelites. We got to pull that out for him. He say we ham.
Gotta cut him
Y'all
up.
got that?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
The book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
We are what?
We are yet this day in our captivity.
We are yet this day in our captivity. Negro, you ain't free.
Right.
If you free, what's your national language?
Right.
What day do you keep that's for you? Because July 4th ain't your holiday.
Right.
Right.
Juneteenth was given to you literally 4 years ago. To celebrate what? Your freedom, so-called freedom.
Right.
What days do you keep? Black people is crazy. Keep reading, though.
Yes, sir. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us.
Hold on, wait, what?
Where thou hast scattered us.
How did you get here, Negro?
Right.
How did your forefathers and foremothers get to this land? Were you on slave ships or were you directing the slaves? Which one was you?
Right.
What is your last name? Read.
For a reproach.
For what?
A reproach.
Black people are reproached. I'm going to show you today, in today's world,
Right.
the black man is still a reproach. We ain't sitting here free with sipping lemonade and no slavery. Okay. If we was free, why are people still asking about reparations?
Right.
Why? If we are free, why do I still put my seatbelt on the second I even think a police officer around? Why is that? If we were free, like the captain brought out, why is Sinners the #1 movie in the world right now? And everybody say it's racist.
Right.
It's this, it's that. Right. Why? Because they hate seeing black men stand up.
Right.
That's right.
They hate seeing it because his oppressor was murdered in the end. I hate to break it for anybody. It's 3 weeks later though.
It is what it is.
Yeah, you see.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hey, shalom, brother. I'm from Danville, Virginia. My topic is I just want to encourage y'all brothers, man. I'm the 73-year-old guy that calls in every once in a while.
All praises.
But I just want to encourage you guys, man, because there's so much jealousy and envy against y'all. And it really pisses me off because I'm not understanding. You can't make it no purer than y'all making it. You can't make it no plainer than y'all making it.
Right.
And I watch y'all guys almost every week, and it is nothing but a bunch of jealousy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just want to encourage y'all, man. Y'all keep doing it, man, because y'all not sitting around with designer suits on. You're not sitting around here, you know. You're not feminine. You're real men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure for me being 73 years old to sit back and watch y'all every week, man.
All praise to the Most High.
And so I just give praise for y'all, man. I give God praise for y'all for waking us up, man. So y'all stay encouraged, man, and don't let these coons and these crazy folks try to take y'all down, man, because they crazy, man. They just crazy.
Yes, sir. All praise, all praise. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for watching the show, bro.
You're welcome, brother. You're welcome.
Hey, Kat, when you really think about it, we got to be doing something right. For us to be getting all this attention,
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't got no haters, you ain't really doing that. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Can I get one?
Hold on, let me finish the
script.
Yeah.
Do your thing, Kat. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Finish the script. Finish the script.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
Baruch 3:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us.
How did we get to America? How did we get to Haiti? How did we get to Cuba? How did we get to these places? We were scattered via what? Transatlantic slave trade. But black people say, hey, ain't no oppression happening here.
Right.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the Jewish people that you're standing up for, everything that they get was from the oppression that happened years ago.
Right.
But when we try to say anything about the past, how long ago was that?
Right.
But Negro, you'll celebrate the Holocaust till the wheels fall off. Y'all are hypocrites.
Right.
Y'all are hypocrites.
Crazy.
Go ahead. Keep reading.
For a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments.
We in captivity because we subject to payments. Read.
According to all the iniquities of our fathers.
Of our fathers. Read.
Which departed from the Lord our God.
Go ahead, officer. Bring that.
Yes, sir. Daniel chapter 9, 9 verse 12. So going back into what you was mentioning, Cap, you gave a list because he keeps saying they being attacked.
Right.
They being attacked in college. They being attacked over in Israel. We don't see none of that.
Right.
But you could go down our history all the way to 2025, and we got things that's current. I remember one time Bishop did a class and he was naming off all of the brothers and sisters that got killed by the police. He couldn't even name it all. It was like a collage.
There you go.
Right? Read that.
The book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 12.
Yep.
And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us.
Right? Go ahead.
By bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven,
under the whole earth, all over the world, go ahead,
hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem.
Right, you can't compare what we went through than what other nations have gone through. You can't compare 6 million of the Holocaust to over 200 million people getting slaughtered over here in America. It don't even compare.
Right.
Yeah, in counting, exactly.
All over the whole world.
Exactly.
Yemen and all the other places that we still get persecuted at. Still in slavery at.
Libya.
Yeah, Libya. Libya, Yemen.
What's that? Is that Nehemiah 9?
What's that, Cap?
The other precept that go with that about our oppression. Nehemiah. We used to bring out. There you go. Nehemiah 10. No, that ain't it either. It'll come to me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there we go. Nehemiah 9. Nehemiah 9 and verse
27?
No, not 27. Delivered to the hand of the enemies. No. Nehemiah 9 and read 30.
Verse 30, Cap?
30 up and 31.
Yes, sir. Nehemiah chapter 9 and verse 30.
Come on.
Yet many years didst thou forbear them, and testifiest against them by the Spirit in thy prophets.
So the Lord sent us here to testify against our people. Read.
Yet would they not give ear.
Just like this Negro right here.
Right.
He don't give ear to nothing we saying. He said, I debate the Hebrew Israelites. Look, hey, pull it back on the screen. I just want them to see what's on the screen. Watch what it say. I want y'all to get a good laugh out of this. Come on, pull it up on the screen. Pull it up on the screen. It say debating Hebrew Israelites. What part? What edition is that?
Part 4.
This Negro do this all day long.
Right.
Because nobody's listening to him.
Right.
I just so happen to see it. That's the only reason why I deal with it, because some people may actually watch. I don't know. I don't know this guy. I don't know his name. I don't know his congregation. Right. And that's another thing about these guys. They be solo dolo. They don't never do nothing. Nobody knows them. Right. Nobody know what church, what denomination. Because they know if they reveal that, we gonna show that, hey, you following the white man religion.
Right.
So they pop up out of nowhere. But finish the scripture.
Yes, sir. Yet will they not give ear. Therefore gavest thou them into the hand of the people of the land.
So God gave us into the hands of these people.
Right.
We didn't choose this. God put us in captivity, and we're still in captivity to this day. The same way they didn't have rule over what they wanted to do during Christ's time, it's the same way it is today.
Right.
We don't have power to do anything. That's why people call us, tell us certain things. We're like, okay, call the police. What you want me to do? my such and such almost shot me. Okay, call the police.
Right.
Such and such did this. Call the police. What you want me to do? I can't put them in jail. I don't have no jurisdiction. We don't have no power here.
Right.
No authority. Inside the church, that's it. We can put you out of the church. That's it. But other than that, the white man, this is the white man's world.
Right.
It's a white man's world.
Right.
Understand that.
Even with the term anti-Semitism.
There you go.
They were able to formulate a term to literally depict on whatever they want anti-Semitism to be, right?
We can get into it.
So for an example, you say you're gonna get into it. I ain't gonna.
We're gonna get into it.
Ain't gonna spill the beans.
Trust me. That's why I asked you, did you watch it? We're gonna line them up perfectly. Go back to the video, press play on it. So he said no slavery, no oppression. We still slaves today.
Right.
Go ahead, press play.
Slavery, no oppression.
Pause.
Oppression.
He said we ain't under no oppression, y'all.
Crazy.
These are crazy things. We lead in every bad category.
Right.
We the most incarcerated.
Right.
What they say, recidivism. We go right back into the prison.
Right.
We got the worst schools.
Right.
We got the worst education.
Right.
We live in the worst neighborhoods.
Right.
We got the worst property value.
Right.
The what they call it? What they call it? The wages.
Salary.
Income. The salary gap. The salary gap is the largest.
Right.
So what is he talking about? Press play.
Oh, can I go?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 4:1. Exactly what you was talking about, Kat, because we don't have the power in our hand to be able to change anything.
Right.
So that's how you know who's oppressed and who's not oppressed, right? When you going through something, right? Some Israel, they have their issues, right? Oh, who do they go to? They go to America. Right. America sends them billions of dollars. When we go through our issues, how much do we get?
Right.
Nothing. Nothing.
Right.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 1. So I returned and considered all the oppression.
So Solomon is considering all oppression. He said there is no oppression amongst the black people in America, right? Go ahead.
That are done under the sun. And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed.
Go ahead.
And they had no comforter.
They had no comforter. Who's come in to help us with our conditions? Who's stopping the Edomites, the cops killing us on the street? Who's stopping the policies that are coming against us? Who's trying to prevent us from teaching in another country? Go ahead.
And on the side of their oppressors, there was power.
That's how you know who's oppressed, because they have the power. They have the power to determine what condition you can be in. Go ahead.
But they had no comforter.
And we have no comforter. But our comforter is going to be Christ. That's going to get us our revenge.
That's right. Oh, praise. Oh, no, you said something that was heavy, and I wanted to piggyback off of it, but it slipped my mind. Go ahead, press play.
In the mind, they got oppression in the mind. Free as a bird, but in their mind they're oppressed. Man, you're not oppressed. Don't nobody care about y'all.
Pause.
Don't nobody care about us.
Pause. He said nobody care about us. Nobody care about y'all. like you just mentioned so eloquently, our school was just shut down in France.
Right.
We are labeled the #3 hate group in America.
Right.
But nobody cares about us.
Right.
Nobody cares about little old IUIC and the Israelites. But you on a part 4 of a series coming against your own people.
Right.
But nobody cares. Press play.
Ain't nobody messing with us. Let me tell you how free y'all are. The Hebrew Israelites are so free that they can steal a whole other nation's identity.
Pause. Now he said we stole somebody. I told you it's bad, bro. It gets bad.
What the hell is this?
This man's so brainwashed. He said we stealing somebody's identity.
What?
Go ahead, press play.
While they're in America, ain't nobody doing nothing about it. Man, that's freedom. That's freedom.
Watch what he say we
Is it religious freedom? We see the Israelites being persecuted right now.
He still can't
and we
name that.
see y'all are not being persecuted right. Only thing y'all suffering is people trying to wake y'all up and tell y'all the truth. That's the only thing y'all suffering. Disagreements and online debates. Me roasting y'all in the comments. Me roasting y'all with this debunking Hebrew Israelites series. This is the 4th video. If you haven't seen the other 3 videos,
No, nobody's seen it. Nobody's seen it.
Videos are gonna be kind of like generalizations like this one, but the first 2 were scripture based. I got more scriptures I'm gonna go through. You know, some of this
I want y'all to hear what he say.
Common sense methodology, if you will. You know, it's
Watch what he say.
We see what's happening, the curses, the prophecies, who they're actually happening to, and who they're not. Every nation on earth has been through some things that look like the curses in Deuteronomy.
He said every nation on earth went through curses that look like Deuteronomy.
Wow.
No, sir. What nation of people? Negro, I need to see some slave. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68.
Right.
I need to see Deuteronomy 28:68 with the so-called Jews that you claiming to be the people today. Show me that.
Trains.
Right. I need to see them on slave ships being scattered all over the world.
Right.
Go ahead, read that. Go ahead, take the call. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Shalom. My name's Tanisha from IUIC Milwaukee.
How you doing, sis?
I'm doing good. I'm just watching LIONZ Den, and these apologetics is ridiculous.
Yes, they are.
Because the fact of the matter of it is, how are you saying that we are not oppressed when we can't even drive our vehicles and the police get behind us?
There you go.
We are nervous of what they're going to do.
There you go. There you go. And that's a curse. That's a curse.
Right.
We don't have land.
There you go.
We have nothing. We can't even plant gardens in our yards.
Right.
Because whatever they're polluting in the air is messing up. It's just destroying the fruit.
There you go.
They're causing us oppression each and every day. I'm just so confused. I'm so tired of these apologetics. And did they not see what happened in Kenya? Did our leadership not get stoned?
Right. They ain't paying attention, sis.
Like what are they seeing? What it is they love the oppressor.
Yep. All
I say is I pray for your prophets each and every day.
All
and continue doing what you're doing, because when we get home, these apologetics, when that sky crack and that black man come off that sky, they're going to be like, I'm so sorry, but it's going to be too late.
All praises. Thank you for calling in.
Yes, I'll praise to the Most High.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68.
So, debunking Hebrew Israelites. They can't get around this scripture.
Right.
Show me another nation that went through this. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Egypt means bondage. Exodus 20:2. We ain't gonna go there. Exodus 20:2. It means bondage. Read.
Again,
meaning a second time.
With ships.
Hold on. With what? On trains?
With ships.
On planes?
With ships.
With ships. What other nation of people was scattered all over the world on ships?
Bring it out.
Nobody.
Go ahead. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, caller. Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Patricia Rogers from Cochran. I couldn't hold it no longer. I said I wasn't gonna call.
Right.
A lot of that has to do with them being married to the other nation.
There you go.
Married to a white woman just to show a shit stink. I bet he married to a white woman. Just like Officer Tatum and them twin boys.
Right.
That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
They hate their own people and they married to the other nation.
Right.
And a lot of it have to do with clout. They making money. That's why they go get the white women. Don't get their own people because they think they something.
Right.
But I tell you, I'll be glad when God do come back. That 2/3,
right?
They part of the 2/3.
Yep.
That's what that is. And they don't realize they need to change and leave them damn white women alone.
Good point.
That's what it is.
You're right. You're right, sis. You're right.
That's all it is. Love them damn white folks. Because if they didn't, I can't understand how they don't think that they're oppressed.
Right.
The reason is because they with them white women and they think they're on top of the world.
Yep.
But if they don't soon come out of that mess, they go into hell just like them.
Yep. Well, that's what it said in Isaiah 13.
Right.
That's
yeah, they something else, man. They get on my damn nerves. But that's what I wanted to say. I love y'all guys, and y'all keep doing God's work.
All praises. Thank you for calling in.
Praises.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Go ahead.
You got some pink toes in there.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
We weren't going to see the Egyptians anymore again. This is going to be a different Egypt, a different bondage. Read.
And there
in the lands where we were scattered,
ye shall be sold.
Hold on. Now, make sure you pay attention to that word. Because they're going to try to say something different at the end of the verse.
Sold.
Hold on. The calls is flowing today.
All praise. People's upset.
Right. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment, where you calling from?
My name is Sarah.
How you doing, Sarah?
How you doing?
Good.
Shalom. To land back off what the sis said, hey, the white women will marry a damn snake if they got some money.
Right. Yep.
They will. They'll marry a snake. They don't care. As long as you got some money, and now they're trying to bring Smokey Robinson down. These black men these days are dumb as
wow. Damn. All praises.
Yep. They got Smokey.
Damn. I ain't even know about that one.
Okay. We're like 80,
yes, sir.
Almost 80 years old.
They said that he did something to his housekeepers, him and his wife. Wow. But he married to an Edomite too. So
that's what he get.
There you go.
You make your bed, you gotta lay in it. And a lot of times they turn into a prison bed.
Y'all be safe and keep up the good work.
All praises. Thank you for calling in, sis. Most High Christ bless.
All praises.
Read that verse again.
Yes, sir.
Read that part again anyway.
Yes, sir. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold.
Ye shall be sold
unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Your enemies.
For what?
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Now this verse just says you're going to be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman. Read.
And no man shall buy you.
Hold on. Now that would make no sense. How you sold, but then nobody gonna buy you?
Right.
Buy means redeem. Nobody's going to redeem you. Right. Just like our brothers and sisters here in America. That's why 200 years later, we still asking for what? Reparations.
Right.
We still trying to get that redemption.
Right.
Meanwhile, the white man, when his Holocaust happened? When the Holocaust happened? Early 1900s?
Something like that.
Whenever it happened.
1920s.
1920s, yeah. They got the land shortly after. They got the land a couple years after.
Right.
They got redemption. Now, he also said that the fake Jews, nobody's helping them. They're being persecuted. Can y'all type in the amount of aid real quick that America has given to Israel?
They got an Iron Dome, but nobody's helping them.
Type in American aid to Israel. I bet you in 2025 it's over $1 trillion in 1 year alone. Let's see that number real quick, and then we're going to go back to this video.
Hey, Kat, while they pulling that up, it's funny how he said that, we are taking their identity.
Right, we're taking their identity.
Hey, the white man, Esau, has taken more identities than any person on this earth. He's the Prince of Persia. Right. He's the gods of Egypt. He's the last samurai. He's dancing with wolves. Last of the Mohegans.
Gods of Egypt.
Hey,
he's everything.
I bet you that Negro was mad as hell when he saw the book of Clarence.
Oh, yeah.
What is this?
Right.
Jesus is white.
Right.
Preposterous.
Right. Bruh, I'm telling you, the brainwashing that they do. Y'all got it? Pull it up. Pull it up on the screen. Put it up on the screen. Put it up on the screen. Now, this is the people that he said get no help.
Wow.
Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Eliezer, read that.
It says, how much aid does the U.S. give to Israel as part of a record $38 billion.
$38 billion. Read.
Over 10 years, negotiated under former U.S. President Barack Obama in 2016. U.S. military aid to Israel exceeded $3.8 billion in 2023. Of the $3.8 billion in military aid given to Israel this year.
Given to them this year alone.
Wow.
$3.8 billion this year alone.
What the hell is this?
$500 million was for Israel's missile defense.
Hold on. Wow. They got a military. Can you read about $38 billion given to African American and Hispanics?
Nope. Absolutely not.
But we ain't being oppressed though. No need for us to worry about defending ourselves. We just had what was the name of the city? Tulsa, Oklahoma just got bombed. That's all.
Yeah,
Rosewood just got burned down. That's all. Philadelphia just got bombed. That's all. Wilmington just got massacred. That's all. We don't have like the officer brought out, there's no comforter on our side. There's no power on our side. Go back to the video. This man is sickening.
Crazy.
Sickening. But we got to show y'all these things. If not, y'all think we making it up. Go ahead, press play.
That look like prophecies throughout the Bible. Different people groups have been through slavery. Black people weren't the only people suffering.
Different people have went through slavery, but nobody has lost their identity, their culture, their names, their heritage. All of that's been taken from us. You asked me where I come from. I couldn't tell you.
Yep.
They love to say the Irish went through slavery. They probably went through some form of slavery. They know who they are. They still got their culture. They still got their heritage. They ain't calling themselves Black, African American, Irish American. No. They got a history. So we ain't trying to hear that. Go ahead, press play.
In the transatlantic slave trade, different people groups have been persecuted against racism and nationalism. So every people group has suffered some of what the Israelites have suffered through.
No, they haven't. Jeremiah 17:4.
Wow.
Jeremiah 17:4. Black people are the only people searching for who they are to this day. Every other group of people know who they are.
They're trying to test Deuteronomy 28 like it can fit.
Like,
no, it's only one people talking about.
There you go. It's talking to the Israelites. Jeremiah 17:4. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Read it.
Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
We are the people that discontinue from our heritage. That's why we're not in the land today. The Bible says we weren't going to be in that land until Christ put us back into the land. So if they the people, why the hell are they sitting up there in Israel? If those are the real Jews, if you know the Bible so well, why are they in the land already? Because they got put there in 1947. It's what, 70, 80 years later? Christ ain't came yet. What the hell prophecy does that fulfill? Y'all don't know the Bible, man. God said we would discontinue from our heritage. Luke 21:24, real quick. Let's see what was supposed to happen in the land.
Yes, sir.
What happened to the real Jews as it pertains to the land of Israel? You dummy. Y'all don't know the Bible. How do they justify that? Christ said he's going to put us in the land in the last days. How do they get put there early?
Don't make sense.
And y'all think they the people? Shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment. Where you calling from?
Most I Christ bless.
Shalom.
I was calling in because I usually don't call in. This is the Anna DeBoer from Houston, Texas.
Okay.
I usually don't call in, but this brother kicked me off.
The people's upset when they see this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he being paid to say that or something.
I don't know. I hope so. I hope so.
He can't be that stupid.
We getting something.
Our people pretty dumb, sis. Our people pretty dumb.
Well, y'all stay encouraged. I love my brothers. I'm proud of y'all. I thank God for using you all the most high. However the case may be, that brother gotta be lost. He gotta be lost. He just really pissed me off. I usually don't call in. I usually don't say nothing, but he out of order.
Yep. All praise.
Y'all be blessed and continue up the good work. Shalom.
All right. Shalom. Thank you. Go ahead, read that. Luke 21. Yeah, Luke 21.
Yes, sir. Luke chapter 21, verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive.
The real Israelites were going to be led away captive what?
Into all nations.
Into all nations as the Israelites have. Read.
And Jerusalem.
And what?
and Jerusalem
shall what?
Shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
Of the Gentiles,
until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
The time of the Gentiles being fulfilled ain't happened yet. So why they in the land? Why are they in the land? The Bible said we'll be scattered into all nations.
Right.
Things that make you go,
Right.
So, now, finish this. I'm going to try not to stop it again. It's so bad. We got so much content we got to cover.
Yeah.
Go ahead, press play.
But to think that we're just going to ignore 3,000 years of history from Deuteronomy to the transatlantic slave trade, like 70 AD, the Romans conquered.
That's what our
Israel.
people.
They tore down the temple.
That was our people.
Right? And then the Jewish diaspora. The Jew.
So he think we forgetting it. We know. That's how we got into Africa, Negro.
Right. Exactly.
The white people didn't go into Africa.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
This guy's crazy.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question card. Where you calling from?
Calling Sister Katharina from Dallas.
How we doing, sis?
Calling about. I'm sorry.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, and you?
Doing great. Go ahead, sis, with your comment.
My comment is I'm watching the video today about debunking the Hebrew Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
The only scripture that comes to my mind is that he's mad, Ecclesiastes 7:7.
Right.
So he's insanely mad.
That's right, sis. That's right.
And he's making me mad, but the other mad.
All praise. Yeah, he lost his identity.
But I just thank God because you all are bringing all this out and giving us much wisdom. Keep up the good work.
Let me get you the right script. Deuteronomy 28. Because you're right, he is mad, but it ain't Ecclesiastes 7:7. He's not a wise man. Right. You know, get Deuteronomy, get the one.
Gotcha, sir. Deuteronomy 28.
That's the one you're looking for, sis.
28 and verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
So he's mad. Yeah, he's crazy. That's the one he's smited with being
28 and 28. Okay, that's the one.
Ecclesiastes
all right.
is talking about we oppress it. It makes a wise man mad. He ain't mad. He's happy to be in his country.
Right.
So he definitely ain't wise, but he's crazy. So you're on point with calling him crazy. But yeah, that's the one right there.
Thank you for calling in, sis.
Thank you. Most High Christ bless.
Most High Christ bless.
Shalom.
Did we have another call?
Yeah. Probably dropped off.
All right, cool. So press play on that. Were we holding the scripture? No, we weren't holding the scripture. Go ahead, press play.
Jews were scattered at that time all over the world. You want us to forget that? Like, we just gonna skip over that, and then we just gonna
pause. He ain't never watched IUIC.
Not at all.
We go over that all the time. 70 AD, we ran into the west coast of Africa.
Right.
That's how we know about the Bantu. That's how we know about the Ashanti. That's how we know about all the different tribes in Africa today. That is how we know we got taken into Madagascar.
Right.
We got taken to Afghanistan. Right. We got taken to Pakistan. We know about all that. What the hell is he talking about?
Right.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, call. Where you calling from?
Shalom. This is Bay. New York, always. You know, I tried to get through before, but I didn't get through. But I want to lay some issues out.
All right.
Number one, who was King David? King David was the king over Israel, right?
Yes, sir.
The biggest mistake everybody's making, and I understand why everybody's on the down low, but King David.
Hey, does this have anything? Hold on. Does this have anything to do with what we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
It has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
All right.
I just want to add that King David was the king over Israel.
Right.
And he took down the enemy with force. And you go to Titus chapter 2:15. We're supposed to rebuke and correct with force. So we step up. We got to stop talking about we ain't got no this, we ain't got no that. Moses and the Israelites, Moses had to put his arms up, and we went to war.
Right.
We got to be physical.
Right.
That's what I'm calling on. So we got to stop talking this turn up cheek.
He's talking about trying to.
Yeah, he's talking about physical arms. No. Give me Zechariah 4:6.
You mad. You went 28 again. You are smitten with madness.
Zechariah 4:6. This man has the ability to split atoms. Like Bishop always says so eloquently. Wow. What are you going to do when your bullets run out?
Exactly.
Hey, Mr. White Man, can I have some more bullets?
So I can fight you.
King Day was ruling, bro. He was the king of the earth.
Crazy.
Read that, please. Read that. Zechariah 4:6.
Zechariah chapter 4 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel.
This is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel. Read.
Saying, Not by might nor by power.
Might nor by power.
But by my spirit.
But by what?
By my spirit.
But by his spirit. That's the only way we're going to overcome these nations, y'all.
Right.
Not by physical force. We got a caller? Caller, you on?
Hey, how you doing, that my brother?
Hey, shalom, brother. What's your name? Question or comment, where you calling from?
Man, my name's Dexter, man. I'm calling out of Eufaula, Alabama.
Okay, Alabama in the building.
Yes, sir. This guy that y'all watching, I guarantee you that guy probably got Esau for a day.
Yep.
Like Esau.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
He the 10th caller, boy. 10th caller in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Man, that was quick.
We rolling.
All right, then. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, so look. You the 10th caller?
10th caller in the set.
So look, this is what I need you to do, because you're the 10th caller. This is what I need you to do. I need you to send us an email to that email on the screen. Send your name, send your shirt size, and send your address. Your name, shirt size, and address, and we'll get you a shirt, all right?
All right, that'll work. I like them big side shirts. I'm going to put it on that big as I can.
Thank you for calling in. Thank you for watching the show, all right?
All right, you have my
All right. So, when we reading the scriptures?
We just finished it, Cap.
Okay, we just finished. I don't forgot what
the spirit.
People was upset.
Zechariah 4 and 6.
Negro called in talking about fighting against Esau. Listen, we say this all the time. We are a non-violent, Bible-based organization.
That's right.
We are not associated with any other Israelite group.
Right.
And we are non-violent. Why? We don't have to be violent.
Right.
Christ himself said, hey, cannot I at this time call 12 legion of angels?
Right.
We ain't trying to fight. We don't want this land right now.
Right.
We want what Christ is going to give us when he gets here.
That's right.
Hey, we just use the Bible, and France
There you go. Right.
That's all we're going to do, prophesy. We don't need to do nothing else.
There you go. Because the stuff that Christ and the Most High got, they weapons can't fight against it. Right. How you going to fight against a hailstorm?
Can't do that. Right. Can't fight against the blackout.
Right. How you going to fight against the earth opening up?
Right.
You can't fight that stuff. So our welfare ain't carnal. Understand that. So go back to the video. Let's see, can we finish this time? Go ahead.
Forward 1,500 years, and then the transatlantic slave trade started, and now it's like, this is it. This is it. Deuteronomy mentioned something about ships. Black people got shipped all over the place. That's it. That's the proof. That's all the proof we need. Ignore everything else. Ignore all the scriptures in the Bible where they were enslaved and scattered all over the place.
Who ignoring that?
Right.
Who ignoring that? We talk about this all the time. We say, why were they Greece?
Right.
Because they was in Grecian captivity.
Exactly.
Why were they in Assyria? Why were they in Rome?
Right.
Why were they in Babylon?
Right.
What is he talking about? Press play.
Place.
Watch this.
In the Old Testament, and then the fact that happened again in the New Testament. Let's ignore history. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to connect two dots. Deuteronomy said something about some ships. There was a black man on the ship back in 77. We the real Israelites.
Yeah, he got to be mixed.
Yeah, he got to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's the hair.
It's the Bible. It's history. It's biology. You know.
Watch this. Watch the. Here you go.
Just don't match up. I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry to give you this news. You're black.
Watch this. Watch this.
You're like me.
No, we're not like you.
Come from Ham.
Pause. There you see that? He said, we come from Ham.
Right.
We come from Ham. You got that?
Yes, sir.
We don't come from Ham, Negro. You don't know biology.
Right.
You don't know books.
Right.
You don't know none of that.
Right.
If you did, you wouldn't sound so ignorant. And the fact that all the oppression happened before is a sign that, guess what? Those same people are going to be scattered again.
Right.
This ain't the first time we've been scattered.
Right.
But you don't read the Bible. Read that, please.
Yes, sir. It says it's Honoring Compact Bible Dictionary.
Hold on. We got a caller. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment, where you calling from?
Number 10.
No, you missed it, sis.
You're 11, sis.
I missed it.
You missed it.
Hey, but anyway, that nigga is crazy. You shouldn't even put that. You should just go to something else. Man, you just got me all stirred up. I can't be watching this show and you pissing me off like this, brother.
I know.
Hey, that nigga is crazy.
He is.
Right.
He is, sis. All praises. Thank you for calling in, sis.
Okay.
All praises. Go ahead, read that.
Yes, sir. This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary definition of ham.
This is what the scholars put together.
Right.
The Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Like you said, archaeologists, this is what they find.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah.
He was the youngest son of Noah. Put it on the screen. Yep.
Born probably about 96 years before the flood. And one of the 8 persons to live through the flood.
Read.
He became the progenitor of the dark races.
So Ham is the progenitor of the dark races. But watch what it says.
Not the Negroes.
Hold on. What?
Not the Negroes.
He was not the father of the Negroes.
That's right.
What a bomb at. There we go.
Right. Come on.
The bomb. Read.
But the Egyptians.
He was the father of the Egyptians.
Ethiopians. Libyans. And Canaanites.
And the Canaanites.
Right.
What is that letting you know? All black people ain't the same.
That's right.
Because guess what? We understand the same way the Egyptians, black people, had the Israelites, black people in captivity. It's the same thing that happened on the west coast of Africa. Black Hamites were selling black Israelites.
Right, exactly.
That's what happened. We weren't selling our own people.
Right.
Take it off the screen. And now go to video 2, I think it is. Now we're going to show the oppression of our people. Go ahead.
You mentioned DNA. If they were the people, how come they banned DNA?
There you go. There you go.
In the land?
There you go.
Because they know it ain't going to match up.
There you go.
Guys.
Excellent point. Excellent point. Also, he said they suffering so much persecution.
Yeah.
Can you read that? Can you pull up that quote y'all had about them leaving white and coming back? I mean, them leaving black and coming back white, please.
Right.
Pull that up on the screen. This is why they suffering so much persecution over there.
Now listen to me.
No. It's a picture.
The quote they had.
The quote, Imal Gasser. There you go. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
It says Amal Abdel Nasser, the second president of the United Arab. Oh, it just popped on.
Go ahead. You good.
Yes, sir. The United Arab Republic. It says the Europeans claiming to be Jews.
The Europeans read,
are nothing more than Hebrew-speaking Gentiles.
You see that? Damn. These people understand. They know who they are. Read.
The late president of Egypt, Gamal Abdel Nasser, stated on television, "You, the Jews, will never be able to live here in peace."
Hold on, they will what?
Will never be able to live here in peace.
Why?
Because you left here black.
You left here black.
But came back white.
Everybody knows that.
Right.
That's why when Russia opened up the vault, they was black.
Right.
That's why when you go to every place on the earth pre-Renaissance period, all the Israelites, all the angels, they're all black.
That's right.
Why is that? Because they're black people.
Right.
But give me that in Daniel where it says he appointed division. Daniel 11. I'm going to show you what happened. And then we're going to get into it. Gosh almighty. So many scriptures.
That quote you just pulled too, Cap, just proved what you pulled out in Luke chapter 21.
Right, there you
about
go.
The Gentiles will be in the land.
Into the land of the Gentiles.
Crazy.
Daniel 11:14.
Yes, sir. Daniel chapter 11 and verse 14. And in those times there shall be many there shall many stand up against the king of the south.
The king of the south is Ptolemy. Read.
Also the robbers of thy people.
The what?
The robbers of thy people.
The robbers of our people are Herod. The same people, the Edomites, that are perpetrating that day us today. Read.
Shall exalt themselves.
Hold on, what shall they do?
Exalt themselves.
They will exalt themselves, read.
To establish the vision.
Hold on, what will they do?
Establish the vision.
To establish the vision. Right. What vision did they establish? That they are the real Jews.
Right.
That's why today the Negro has been so brainwashed that I want to say something, DA, saying that we trying to take their identity.
Right.
Meanwhile, he out here saying we ham. He confused as hell.
Right.
Wow.
Ain't no way.
And if we ham, what nation we come from?
Right.
We Ethiopians? We Libyans? We Canaanites? Which one of the Hamites do we come from?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Right.
You just throwing out something. Are we Japhet?
Right.
You don't know. And secondly, let's say we are Hamites. What scripture says we're going to be taking on slave ships?
Bring it out.
I need to see that history in the Bible.
Right.
Go ahead. It look like you had a precept.
No.
You had something you want to bring?
Yes, sir. Revelations 2 and 9. We got to get it.
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. Because like you said, it don't add up what you saying. All right, I can't even call him brother because I think he Edomite for sure. Read that.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9.
Yeah.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty.
So the Lord is saying, I know the true Jews, my people, they going through tribulation and poverty. Right? Go ahead.
But thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews. And are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Right, they are the synagogue of Satan. Now let's see who that was. Read the next verse.
Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer.
Right.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Now think about it. During this time period, it was the Romans that ruled. Who had the power to put us into prison?
There you go.
It was the Romans.
There you go.
So it's showing you that those are the people, the same lineage that called themselves Jews and were not. Going back to Herod, like you was mentioning.
All praise. Excellent point. Excellent point. Last one before we really show our oppression, because he think we ain't oppressed. Isaiah 34:8. This is why there's so much controversy in the land. Because they ain't supposed to be in the land. We got a million scriptures on how they parted the land. We go to Joel. We go to Ezekiel. But I want to read this one. Because there's a controversy in the land right now. Everybody's fighting over what? The Gaza Strip.
Right.
The Golden Dome, the Palestinians, the Arabs, the Israelis. They even know they ain't the Israelites. They say they call themselves Israeli or Jewish.
Exactly.
That made me so. Hey, that's another thing. Why they call themselves Jewish? Because they know they ain't the real people.
Right.
They know.
Deacon Nathan said they the inhabitants of the land, but not descendants of the man.
Damn. Fire. Go ahead.
Isaiah 34 and verse 8. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance.
It is the day of the Lord's vengeance, read.
And the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion.
Hold on, for the what?
For the controversy of Zion.
For the controversy of Zion. Why is it a controversy in the land of Israel today? Because those are not the real inhabitants of the land. Those are not the true descendants of the land.
Right.
Those people are fake. Those are occupiers.
Right.
That's what they are.
Squatters.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from? All right, they dropped it. All right, so play that video, please. They said we ain't under oppression here in America. Play the first video.
And Vincent Simmons has been sitting for 43 years in prison as an innocent man.
After spending 44 years wrongfully imprisoned, a man has finally won back his freedom. But the women who put him there show absolutely no remorse. Back in 1977, Vincent Simmons was just taking a walk through a park when police arrested him out of nowhere. He was taken, along with 6 other men, for a lineup. Simmons was the only one in handcuffs, and tragically, he was the one the girls picked. Turns out, 2 14-year-old white twins, Karen and Sharon Sanders, had claimed that 2 weeks earlier, a black man had assaulted them on a remote back road. They said they met a black man at a bar while hanging out with their cousin, Keith Laborde, and offered him a ride. They claimed that after getting into the car, the man pulled a knife, forced them into the trunk, and then attacked them. When police asked the twins to describe the man's appearance, they couldn't give any real details. Instead, they said, all black men look the same. Simmons was dragged into an interrogation room where he was brutally assaulted. Still in handcuffs, he was shoved to the ground and kicked in the head by detectives. When he tried to stand up, Deputy Robert Laborde shot him in the chest, missing his heart by just inches. At trial, despite there being no fingerprints, no DNA, and despite Simmons having an alibi backed by multiple witnesses, he was still found guilty. The jury dismissed all of his witnesses just because they had minor infractions like littering, parking tickets, or disorderly conduct. In the end, Simmons was sentenced to 100 years in prison with no chance of parole. While locked up, Simmons never stopped fighting to prove his innocence. Starting in 1977, he filed motion after motion asking to see evidence related to his case, but every request was denied. It wasn't until 1993, 16 years later, that he finally got copies of the hidden documents. Those files revealed shocking facts. Medical reports showed Sharon Sanders' hymen was intact, and neither of the twins had any bruises or signs of physical assault. The real story? The twins lied, trying to cover up inappropriate behavior with their cousin. Finally, in 2022, at 70 years old, Vincent Simmons walked free. No apology, no compensation. Only his lawyer, Justin Bonus, gripping his hand and telling him, "Free, man. You free, bro. You free."
You're done.
Meanwhile, the people responsible for stealing nearly half a century of his life said,
we still have our anxiety. We still have our depressions. We still have our fears.
A 25-year-old man lost 44 years of his life because of a stranger's lie. Should the cops, the judge, the jury, and those twin sisters be held accountable for ruining his life? Tell us what you think in the comments.
So, this is one example.
One example.
But how many stories have we heard like this? That was Emmett Till.
Yep.
That was Rosewood.
Central
that was Toll
Park,
Central.
Right.
This happens thousands of times. It happens every single day.
Right.
That same story. Meanwhile, we ain't being oppressed.
Right.
We ain't being oppressed here in America. Go to the next video. Go to the next video, because now we got to start flying, or we'll end up covering one video.
This is Unwritten Truths, a 500-year breakdown of how white supremacy poisoned the world. In the 1500s, they arrived with Bibles and swords, preaching salvation while stealing souls.
So the first thing is they showed up here. Hey, can y'all make it bigger anyway? Any way possible? But they showed up here with, there you go. They showed up here with Bibles and swords.
Right.
Called and they enforced slavery on us.
Right.
All right, go ahead, press play. Press play.
In the 1600s, they rewrote maps and labeled the world theirs. Everything sacred was renamed. Everything stolen was legal. In the 1700s, they mass-produced slavery, turning people into property with God's approval. In the 1800s, they industrialized empires, burning land and bones to fuel profit. In the 1900s, they sold cigarettes as medicine, sprayed food with chemicals, and told us that fake was better. By 2000, they owned the air, the seeds, the truth itself. They replaced nutrients with logos. Now in 2025, they sell water, emotions, and even identity, and call it freedom. This isn't progress. It's 500 years of psychological warfare, and most of us are still enslaved. We just call it lifestyle now.
So that's somebody,
Somebody
right.
sent me that. I seen
Yeah.
it. Yep.
So this is even somebody in the world without a biblical view understands we are oppressed even until this day.
Right.
Go ahead, go to the next video.
Truths. You're still 3/5 of a person. Here's the proof. They tell us we're free, that slavery ended in 1863, that we're equal under the law. But here's what they never tell you. The 3/5 compromise wasn't.
Negro, what about you being counted 3/5 of a man?
Right.
But you ain't oppressed.
No.
These dumb Negroes, they think they're Americans. You're not American.
Right.
They called you 3/5 of a man. Go ahead. To this day.
Right.
Go ahead.
Really erased. It was rebranded. Yes, Section 2 of the 14th Amendment technically replaced it, counting the whole number of persons in each state. But that didn't liberate us. It repackaged us as bodies to boost state power while leaving us powerless. It changed how we were counted, but it never changed how we were treated. Because while they updated the math, they never rewrote the system. The Emancipation Proclamation, not a law, just a war strategy. It freed slaves in the South, but left slavery untouched in the North. In places like Delaware, Kentucky, and Maryland, that's not freedom, that's optical illusion.
And when they finally abolished slavery, they replaced it with the 13th Amendment, which still allowed...
Tell that Negro to go watch that movie. That movie is fire.
Right.
Movie is fire. Go to Isaiah 42 real quick. Isaiah 42 and 22. Come on. He needs to go and watch that immediately and tell me we ain't under oppression. Go ahead, read that.
Isaiah 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
When you go to the prison, who do you see there? Our people. Go ahead.
They are all of them snared in holes.
We're snared in holes, read.
And they are hid in prison houses.
Where are we hidden at?
In prison houses.
We are hid in prison houses, read.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth.
None delivereth, read.
For a spoil, and none saith restore.
Nobody say restore us.
Right.
Even this Negro, his own people, he'll say, no, We don't need reparations.
Right.
We're not under oppression. We're free.
Right.
Don't give us trillions of dollars. Don't give us Negroes nothing. We got to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps.
Right. What
the hell is this? This is how sad it is.
We chilling, he said.
Right. We chilling.
Right.
We good. We in
Free as a
America.
bird.
Right.
I can go work at McDonald's right now. Go ahead. Press play on the video.
Of slavery if you're convicted of a crime. Then they sold us the Civil Rights Act of 1960.
Listen good. This is good.
But go read it for yourself. It never mentions black people.
Pause.
Damn.
Wow.
In all of those civil rights, it never mentions black people. Watch what it says. This was heavy. All right, take the call real quick. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from? Turn your TV down. Turn your TV down.
This Shalom.
Shalom.
This Shalom.
Turn your TV down.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, I was watching the videos on Israel, man. Like, man, I've been watching y'all for a long time since way back last year when I got out of jail, and I remember my granddaddy was telling me something about, you know, that cross we got in the house.
Right.
That's not Jesus. That's not God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I realize, you know, I meditate and I pray on it. And every time, like when I used to be, you know, in doing bad stuff, and I realized, I said, man, it can't be coming from him. They got to be coming from the Most High.
Right.
And then on top of that, the video where he was talking about, like back in the slave, when my granddaddy and my grandma were living, what they used to go through, all this stuff is real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like the people, like what y'all be going like on the streets and preaching, you know, the Most High and all that, they can't see it.
Right.
They blind, you know what I'm saying? And they don't realize that Babylon, all doing is the white man. The government, the IUIC, all doing is the slave people. You know what I'm saying? The fake Jews had took over our land like they were saying on the video, you know. All this stuff is real, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I be like teaching my uncle. We got to have that knowledge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When the time comes, cause we don't have that type of knowledge, we gonna be, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be caught up, fired, everything, you know?
Right.
Yeah, and he was right on the video, man. Like he was showing video of the slaves and how they used to slave us and stuff. And people, you ask them, oh, where you from? We understand you Puerto Rico, Cuban, but you Israelite.
Right.
You Jewish. Right. You black Jewish, Israelite.
Yep.
And then, like, some of them can't get it. Some of them is waking up a little bit. I can tell a little bit. I be like, who God is? God white or black? What you think? Or he black. So I be like, what his name is? Some people, if I say, you know, his name not Jesus, his name not God, his name is IUIC.
Right.
Start with a Y-H-A, IUIC. Right. And they be like, they look at me some type of way, like, hold on, this guy third eye had woke up.
He got some knowledge.
I said, of course,
yeah, you got a little knowledge then.
Yeah, I got that knowledge because I've been watching y'all video for a long time. Before my granddaddy passed away, my granddaddy was telling me this stuff, but you know, I was just like y'all was saying, y'all used to be out there, y'all used to do the wrong thing. I used to be out there doing the wrong thing back then, and you know, I was like, yeah, whatever, granddaddy, man, you know. But then when I got older, like 35 years old, and then plus I got locked up. This is my first time getting locked up last year, having sex and whatnot, getting, you know, how y'all call it, not married.
Right.
So now before I got out of jail, it's like some type of light came in that jail cell, and I was just praying and meditating. But when I got out of jail, it took me some little days, some little time. It don't happen fast. It takes time to try to build up, you know. And that's when I realized, I said, oh, man, hold on. And I started thinking about it, and all this stuff is right. And my gunner was, and then like y'all was just saying on the video, about, you know, Hold
on, we got to keep going with the show.
Okay, all right. Okay,
thank you for calling in. You good? Thank you for calling in. Where you at? Where you located? Where you located at?
I'm from Miami, my brother.
Okay, you in Miami now?
Yeah, I stay in Miami.
Get to the school, bro. We got a school down there.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm gonna try to go to it, man.
All praises.
Just I'm gonna look at your addresses.
All praises. We'll see you out there then.
All right.
Shalom.
Most
I thank you.
All right.
Go back to the video.
It protects all citizens. A loophole that helps white women, immigrants, and other minorities jump ahead.
There you go. You see that? The Civil Rights Act that they love to hang their hats on.
Right.
The Negroes say we weren't oppressed. Then why we had civil rights?
Right.
Why did black people have to freaking put their lives on the line to go vote for another white man?
Right.
If we were not oppressed, you see how dumb y'all sound? You sound dumb.
Right.
Press play.
Retarded.
Press play.
While we stayed locked at the bottom, we are the only group in America with no law written specifically for us.
Damn.
Not one word saying African American or descendants of slaves. They didn't free us. They rebranded us, turned our struggle for black justice into civil rights for all, making everyone beneficiaries of a fight that we paid for in blood. We were never.
Bro, you see some of the pictures?
Yeah. Go back.
They got Moab in there smiling.
There you go. You can look at that one too. So y'all see that on the screen up top? You got the leave it on the screen, y'all. So you got black labor, 100%. You got black culture, 100% white owned. Got the Asians, top right. You got the East Indians. The bottom right, you got the civil rights movement, 400 years. Don't point. Okay. You
That's
good?
The crafty council.
Family owned, not black owned. So all the different stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Press play.
Were reclassified, still trapped in a system that profits off our existence without ever paying what's owed. Follow and official black knowledge.
So give me that Psalms 94:16 real quick. Psalms 94:16.
These people that's doing this, man, keep doing it. 'Cause I know in y'all roundabout way,
right?
They might not be able to step out there and say with the Israelites,
right?
But these videos support everything in the Bible we're talking about.
Yep.
So keep making these videos.
So it spoke about the Civil Rights Act and how everybody knows it benefited white women and other minorities more than it did us. Go ahead.
Psalms 94 and verse 16.
20.
Yes, sir. Verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law?
Which does what?
Frameth mischief by a law.
Which frameth mischief by
People's
law.
upset today, boy.
Yeah.
Blowing it up.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hey, shalom, Cap. What's on Christ?
Hey, E-Hood. What's going on, soldier?
Not much. So, Cap, just calling in. At the plantation, just want to give my support.
All praise. Thank you for calling in.
Well, I see the new setup. All praise.
Hey, we gotta play because we just went over civil rights. We gotta play video. Dang, I think play the second video.
NYPD have
not that one. Nope. I gotta find it. Well, no, we can go straight to that one. Arrest quarters. It was another one that dealt with the civil rights. You good? Just play this one. He said we wasn't under oppression. I'll show y'all another video dealing with oppression. We showed you the first two.
Have arrest quotas for people of color. Newly released sworn statements by several NYPD officers support a lawsuit that aims to claim just that, I should say.
The lawsuit was filed years ago, but the NYPD calls the claims false. CBS 2's Alice Gaynor reports.
Immediately, one of the things that I learned was there are unlawful quotas for arrests.
Edwin Raymond, an NYPD lieutenant, joined the force nearly 13 years ago.
It's a lot of coded language. You have to stop the right people.
The right people, he alleges, were members of the Black and Hispanic communities.
Pause.
And if you
why is it always Black and Hispanic?
Right.
We the same people.
Right.
We the same people.
Together.
That's right.
Go ahead. Press play.
didn't play the numbers game he claims.
You get your overtime taken, you get your shift change, they start to retaliate.
In 2015, Raymond and other officers filed a lawsuit. A documentary was even made about it. Since then, numerous officers, both retired and current, have come forward, making sworn statements backing those claims. 4 new affidavits have been released ahead of their filing next month. Retired Officer Charles Spruill, an African-American, says in his statement the code internally for making numbers was activity, and alleges he was told in reference to minority civilians, "I needed to beat the animals and make them cooperate," adding, "I have personally witnessed officers writing fraudulent summonses and making false arrests as a result of the quota." Officer Dan Quinones in transit, who is Hispanic, says his commanding officer would paint minority police officers who did not meet his definition of the arrest quota as lazy. The NYPD says the allegations of race-based quotas or a policy of numerical quotas are false, and we are confident the evidence will show that. Beyond that, we will make our statements in court. A law department spokesman for the city says individuals who are not part of this case have made some baseless accusations in new affidavits in an attempt to support plaintiff's meritless case. Our motion for summary judgment tells you all you need to know why Mr. Raymond's claims have no legal merit. Raymond has taken leave from the department as he runs for city council. When asked whether he'd ever return to the NYPD,
That's something I have to give thought to because I want to be effective in bringing the reform that we need.
In East Flatbush, Brooklyn, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
You take that off. So we ain't being oppressed, but we being targeted.
Right.
They telling you, hey, you got to arrest blacks and Hispanics.
Right.
But we ain't being oppressed.
So they had a secret policy. They called it stop and frisk.
Yep. There you
so
go.
all they used to do, and it's happened to me a few times in New York, they would just come up to you, be like, "Oh, you fit a description."
Damn.
So you just be walking down the street, they like, "Oh, you fit a description." Then you got like DTs coming out everywhere, badges coming out everywhere. They put you against the wall and they start checking you. You like, what the hell? I ain't do nothing. Oh, you fit description. And then they don't find nothing on you. All right, we out.
That's it.
That's job off. That's it. Yeah. Then they go to they find the next person.
But God forbid you got something on you.
If you got anything on you, hey, that's it.
You got a parking ticket, you ain't pay. You might end up in jail.
Yeah, you fit a description. Yeah.
Damn. Stop and frisk, huh? Crazy world. Go to the next video. TikTok video. So these are the things that these Negroes say we ain't oppressed. We showed you 500 years of oppression. Now we bringing it up to today. Yep. I don't think this it was a TikTok video. Was that it? No, y'all already played. Yeah, you good. Y'all good. Y'all in the right place. I'm sorry. Yep.
Man, nigga sing, nigga dance, nigga jump, or nigga die. Those are the 4 areas right now of human endeavor you see manifestation of greatness from among black people, either singing, dancing, entertaining, or jumping, playing a sport, or dealing death, or are dead. Those are the only 4 areas.
So why is it that black people only have 4 avenues that they can give me that Psalms 137 real quick? Sure. What he's saying is heavy. It's true though. Yep. Those are the things that we have to do to be successful. The other jobs, you already know you're a slave. Right. Anybody you clock in at a job, you know you're a slave automatically.
Right.
He's saying anything that you can kind of be free, so to speak, is the things that they give you to do. Go ahead, read that.
Psalms 137 and verse 3. For there they carried us away captive. Required of us a song.
Hold on, what do?
Required of us a song.
If we ain't the people of God, where's the Jewish Sexy Red at?
Damn.
Right.
Where's the Jewish Cardi B at?
Right.
Where's the Jewish whatever rapper, sex rapper? Where's the defiling of their people at?
Right.
Because the Israelites supposed to be debased right now. It said we're a degenerate plant.
Right.
Those people walk around, they women don't walk around half naked. They women don't walk around singing and rapping about sex on every single song.
Right.
So if they are the real people, why aren't they a degenerate people?
Right.
I need to know this. Since we ain't the people, apparently.
Right.
Why are we such low? Why are we dominating in sports, in everything, in music? It don't make sense.
Don't add up.
It ain't adding up, bro.
Ain't mathing.
The math ain't mathing. But the Bible said that the Israelites will be above all people.
Right.
I see our people shine in everything, but yet we at the bottom. How is that?
Right.
How is that? Press play on that video again.
Oh.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying
that we're allowed to operate.
Pause that,
so there's
hey, the same people that required us a song is the same people that they said that we trying to be like.
There you go.
So who's requiring us the song? It's the Jewish people. They're the one that own the media. They say, oh, your song got to sound like this. You got to look like this. You got to act like that in order to be, in that position that you're in.
There you go. Press play.
Or dealing death or are dead. Those are the only 4 areas that we are allowed to operate. So there's gatekeepers and monsters at all the doors of engineering and medicine and architecture. All the stuff that's nation building is challenging to get in that, but they always guide us into that. God does not create hoopers. God does not create wide receivers and running backs. God, we are only manifesting greatness in these areas because these are the areas that have been open to us with the least amount of hindrance and suppression. Slave masters used to have this as a saying.
The reason
nigga
why
sing, nigga dance, nigga jump, or nigga die.
The only reason why we do those things is because that's where they funnel us. Showing you what we don't control our outlets. We don't control what we do.
Right.
They don't have 1 million engineering camps in the summer, but they got a basketball gym. They got 1 million football teams. They got 1,000 AAU teams.
That's right.
They got all that for days, but they ain't got a million coding camps.
Right.
They ain't teaching us that.
Right. Cap, you go to a neighborhood and you ask a bunch of little white kids what they want to do.
Right.
You're going to hear lawyers, you're going to hear engineers, whatever. You go to the hood, you're going to hear a football player, basketball player. You understand?
Right.
That's all you're going to hear because like what he said is 100% right. That's all we've been given.
Hey, sidebar real quick. Hey, Cam Newton, all you black people with platforms, put the bishop on the show, man.
Right.
You got this guy on. I ain't hitting on this guy. The Bishop Nathaniel 2025 is one of the leaders in the black community. Nobody can deny that. And I'll do you one better. Black and brown community. A lot of these guys just black. Umar just for the black.
Right.
Bishop Nathaniel, y'all know him. Put him on the platform, bro. Put him on. Y'all know he out there. Give him an opportunity to speak his piece because you're going to like it.
Right.
They always have these guys on.
They
always.
come
on, man.
And the same shows he be on, Bishop be on, but the big ones, they won't bring them on.
Yeah. Cam Newton, man, from Atlanta. Reach out to Cam Newton, man. Cam Newton seems like he trying to speak on a certain level. Put him on the show, man. Put him on.
They be scared. They be scared of Bishop. They know they're gonna get that real.
Yeah.
Because Cam Newton he's still connected. He's still connected. He's scared. He's scared.
Connected.
Go to the next one. Go to the next one. So we showing y'all the oppression of our people. Here we go. This is the one I wanted right here. Press play on this.
DEI across America in businesses and schools except for one group of people. And guess which group of people that is?
8:44, everybody. And a groundbreaking announcement by the U.S. Commerce Department this week will result in a historic expansion for Jewish businesses, not only in New York, but across the country.
Yeah, Jewish businesses will now be classified as minority business enterprises, making them eligible for billions of dollars in grants.
So not only is America giving them billions of dollars in their homeland, now they're getting billions of dollars in America too.
Wow.
But hey, nobody can see their oppression somehow. You see that? Y'all see the hypocrisy? And this is what the black man will stand up and defend. That's crazy. He making videos against us who get nothing. Meanwhile, the people he defending taking all the resources from his people. Robbing them. Go ahead, press play.
Contract and loans.
So now they're going to be getting access to billions of dollars of taxpayers' money for free. DEI is canceled for others, but enhanced for them, huh? Listen to the explanation.
Duvi Honig is the founder and CEO of the Orthodox Jewish Chamber of Commerce.
Think about it. The Hispanic community is 19% of the U.S. population. The African American is 15% of the U.S. population. The Jewish population is 2%.
And did you catch that subtlety? 19% Hispanic, 15% black, and 2% Jewish. They're counting themselves and listing themselves as a racial minority, not a religious one. Everybody except for themselves counts them as white. So are they a religious group or racial group? Really, it's whatever benefits them in the moment, isn't it? And the icing on the cake?
Jews are always the underdog, and it doesn't make sense. Like 2%.
Underdog.
Now you know why that black man at the beginning of the show, now you know why he thinks the way he thinks. Because he's fed whatever the media feeds him, that's what he believes. Yes, master, whatever you say, master, that's what's true. Meanwhile, when we showed you the 500 years of oppression at the beginning of the show, those slave ships, Jim Crow, all of that, the incarceration, you don't see no Jewish people there. What is the Jewish population in prisons? Can y'all look that up, please? I want to know what the Jewish population is for American prisons. Because black people make up 15% of the population, but I guarantee you make over 25% of the prison population.
Right.
How is that? So if Jewish people make up 2%, look at that. Pull that up on the screen, please. The Jewish population.
The Jewish population in America, prisons is small.
Is what?
Small. Estimated to be around 1.5%.
1.5%. 1.5%. Meanwhile, the Bible says that the children of Israel will be hidden and snared in prison houses. That don't sound like they snared in prison houses, and that ain't in Deuteronomy. You Negroes don't know the Bible. What about Isaiah 42 and 22, Negro?
Right.
Since you know so much.
Right.
The Bible says we're going to be hidden in prison houses. It says right here they got a small group of people in prison.
1.5%. Or less. Probably is less.
It's
probably is less,
yeah. That's probably 10% of that is Jake that's identified as Jewish in the prison.
You know how we know it's less? Because they got to meet their quota.
There you go.
Who are they targeting? They targeting blacks and Hispanics.
There you go. Pull it off the screen and go back to the video.
We're the biggest, smallest minority in America, you know, and we had no voice. We had no eligible.
Wow. They got no voice.
They're going to all the media outlets, but they have no voice.
They got no voice. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Are you kidding me?
ADL.
Press play.
The hell is this?
Ability to access our taxpayers' dollars as the biggest minority and the biggest suppressed people.
Now they have pause. Now they the biggest minority and they're the biggest oppressed.
Wow.
Which one is it? Press play.
Voice? Who owns the media? And then the biggest oppressed group in America? I would love to see all the fact checkers fact check this, but unfortunately they own all the fact checkers too.
Hey, did you see
We're not waking people up.
Pull that up, please. They say they don't have a voice. Okay. Have y'all ever heard of ADL? Have y'all ever heard of the Canary Mission?
Right.
Oh my goodness. What's the name of the APAC?
Right.
Type in APAC. There you go.
Right there.
APAC. They got it right there on the screen.
So they own all the fact checkers.
Right. They
control the numbers
too.
If I'm not mistaken, APAC gave Trump a bunch of money.
There you go.
I think it's almost $1 billion to be president.
Type in APAC political campaign contributions. APAC political campaign contributions. Yep. There you go. Let's see if they have a voice or not. These people are crazy. These open secrets. There you go. Yeah, click on that. Let's see how much money. Contributions. $51 million. Wow. You think you can get some stuff done with $51 million?
Right.
Absolutely. You think you buying some politicians with $51 million?
Yep.
Absolutely. You think you can give a Negro $20,000 to make videos about Black Hebrew Israelites? Absolutely.
Right.
That's what you're seeing right in front of your eyes. They spent $3 million on lobbying. This is what lobbying is. Right. Hey, I need a prison in the black neighborhood. I need you to pass that. All right, yeah, here go $2 million to make that happen.
Right.
And next thing you know, you got a prison. Hey, we need more liquor stores in the hood. I don't care that it ain't business zone. We gonna zone it for businesses because we need more liquor stores. Here go $200,000. Make that happen. Yeah. That is legal in America.
Right.
If you didn't know, it is legal to buy politicians. That is what lobbying is. Y'all remember we did that show years ago.
Yeah.
We broke that down on what lobbying is. That's why black people, we always talk about politics. Negro, we ain't got no money. Y'all don't understand.
It's about votes.
Yeah, it's a money thing.
Right.
So, go back. Was that the end of that video? Was that the end of the video with the white dude? All right, take that off the screen. Go ahead, press play. Let's see if that was it.
They're waking people up with their own arrogance, and they're being too blatant about their control of things.
Right, there you go. Revelation 12, real quick, about they cast out the flood. This is part of the flood. This is the flood. They own the media.
Right.
They own the media. Did you take a picture of that to send to them?
I did, yes, sir.
Okay, good. And we're going to pull it up after this.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 15. And the serpent.
And the what?
And the serpent.
The serpent is the Jewish man, the white man. Read.
cast out of his mouth water as a flood.
Water as a flood. That's his doctrines. That's his policies.
Did you know?
That is his media. That is his media. Read.
After the woman.
After what?
After the woman.
The woman is the Israelites, the nation of Israel, according to Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 2. He cast out his doctrines after the woman. That's why we got people making videos defending these people.
Right.
That's right. That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood of the media.
Right.
That man said we ain't oppressed, but they being oppressed and persecuted. Wow.
How?
Anybody on the earth understand black people been oppressed?
Right.
Come on, man. You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Pull that up on, that's on the screen already. So every single aspect of the media is Jewish. Read that part about 6 Jewish corporations.
Yes, sir. 6 Jewish corporations own 96% of the media.
They own 96% of the media.
They own us.
And then you wonder why we got black people saying, well, what about the Jews? Because they put out a different Nazi movie every single year. Because they make you read Anne Frank every single year.
Right.
Yep.
They even in the education system.
Yep.
A new Holocaust museum every year.
Right.
It's crazy. I know y'all got some precepts.
Then put critical race theory out there.
There you go.
And say that history offends little white kids.
Right.
Can't talk about that.
Yeah, you can't talk about that.
Can't talk about it. What a picture you had, Eleazar?
Send it up to the LIONZ then chat.
Y'all pull up that picture Eleazar posted.
It's the
Officer Eleazar posted.
CFR and trilateral connection.
Yep. So you see that?
Look at that.
That's all the media outlets that they run. All the media outlets. It say about 20%
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
U.S. taxpayer dollars funded.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Not that one. Pull up the other one. These are all the outlets that they run.
Wow.
That's wild.
Boy, there is a way.
Yep. All right. So play this video while y'all get that picture. This is showing you that they do have power.
Yep.
Go ahead. Press play.
Know that since 2015, 38 U.S. states have enacted laws that punish boycotts of Israel.
You have to pledge now.
38 states. It's illegal to boycott against Israel.
Yep.
But they ain't got no power. Ain't nobody defending them. They being persecuted.
Right.
What the hell are you talking about? Press play.
Boycott Israel.
My name is Bahia Maui. I'm representing myself, and I'm against this bill.
I was just opening my annual contract from the state of Arizona, and I was rather shocked to see this.
The United States calls itself the land of the free and the home of the brave. Its constitution safeguards personal freedoms.
I mean, when we got our first notice, I didn't think anyone would enforce it. And finally, there was this purchasing guy with one of the colleges, and he was just not going to let go. And he said, I'm going to keep you from getting business from us until you sign this. It's required by the law.
In the film Boycott, 3 Americans challenged their state's attempts to restrict their right to boycott Israel, knowing that U.S. courts have recognized boycotts as having First Amendment protection.
Any anti-Israel policy is an anti-Texas policy.
Pause. So on the other side of the earth, you got governors defending Israel.
Right.
But I thought they ain't had no power.
Right.
I thought they was being persecuted all over the world. I thought schools was being shut down because people are boycotting. Meanwhile, the governor said, if you coming against them, you coming against me.
Right.
Wow. Y'all Negroes sleep. Press play.
What you're really hoping the state will do is completely
Repeal it.
repeal the anti-BDS statute.
Repeal anything that has to violate my right to freedom of speech.
Historically, boycotts have been a means for Americans to voice dissent and challenge perceived injustices, as they did in the Civil Rights Movement and opposition to the Vietnam War. Boycotts have enabled citizens to protest peacefully and push for change.
I saw a lot of things that were very disturbing that we saw in terms of civil rights, civil liberties, discrimination. I am boycotting Hewlett-Packard because they are involved in the biometrics for the checkpoints.
Laws that undermine constitutional freedoms raise deeper concerns about the balance between powerful lobbies and fundamental American rights.
You see that? They don't pay so much money that people like, hold on. They just defending Israel. This is going against the Constitution that they love to stand on.
Right.
Letting you know that Constitution don't mean a damn thing to them. Nope. It don't mean a damn thing.
Hell
now, play the next video. No, all right. Before you play this, go to the funny one at the end with the 2 light-skinned dudes. This is a little light video making fun of our persecution. Because if you can't laugh at your misery, then what you doing? Press play.
Get out of the car, nigga! Hey, cancel backup. He's one of us. Bit of a speed demon, huh? Sorry, officer. Dude. You should have seen your face. Well, I just need your ID now for protocol, of course. Get you out of here quick, man. Okay. Coming up. Yep. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, coming up. You already said that. Here you are. It says Jones. I'm sorry. Can I get an ancestry check on the last name Jones?
It's coming back as 102% African with a 2% margin of error.
Yeah, I thought so. What the fuck, man? I'm sorry. I make jokes with you. I laugh with you, man. I know. You're black. I am. You're clearly black. And this get-up you have on, it's not even believable. Be truthful, man. You were gonna shoot me. Yeah, I mean, I was planning on it, yeah. Fuck! Get out of the car. Come here. Wait! Your last name's Jones, too! Hey, you're black! Hey, this officer's black! Stop it! He's black! Stop that! Get in the car and go your separate ways. Get in the car. It's never happened. Get in the car. Go. Yes.
So we can laugh at it. Remember, I always say what? Art imitates life.
Right.
He's showing the example of when you get stopped, we try to put on our best voice. Mm-hmm. We understand that oppression, you don't want to be pulled over and be a black man.
Right.
Now play the next video dealing with the police. What the police say when you get pulled over. Nope, not that one. It was the last video.
The car on the highway.
There you go. Now, they was joking. Why were they joking about that? Watch. I'm going to show you why.
Call the person that was coming to get you. Tell them they don't need to come. All right? Yes. Okay? So go ahead and call them. I'm going to take you to jail, and I'm going to impound the car.
Before that,
no.
I can't call them if you don't open the door.
Why can't you?
Because I will not put my...
Use your phone. It's in your lap right there.
I just don't want to put my hands down. I'm really sorry.
You just really wrong.
No. I've just been way too many videos of problems.
But you're not black. Remember, we only kill black people. Yeah, we only kill black people, right? All the videos you've seen, have you seen any white people get killed? You have.
Take it off. You see that?
Damn.
You see that? We only kill black people.
Right.
He said, how many videos you seen of us killing white people?
Damn.
Don't you know we only kill white people?
Right.
But we ain't under oppression. Well, I guess we just making this stuff up. We just making this stuff up. Go ahead. Y'all got a precept?
Georgia cop.
That's crazy. He tried to say it as a form of comfort.
Yeah.
Comfort for the Edomite woman. Job chapter 21 and verse 7. Because all the videos that we see, you see a clear difference between our lifestyle and their lifestyle. It's night and day. There ain't no comparison. Job 21 and 7, sir.
Job 21 and verse 7.
Yep.
Wherefore do the wicked live? Become old.
So the wicked live, they become old, right? Live a good old healthy life, Rito.
Yea, are mighty in power.
And they got power. They control the media. They control the music industry. They control everything, Rito.
Their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes.
Right, go ahead.
Their houses are safe from fear.
They don't have to worry about what we go through.
Damn.
Their oppression ain't like our oppression. Right. And it says they seed is established, meaning what? They setting their children up for the future. Right? We don't go through the same things. We two different manner of people, right? Go ahead.
Neither is the rod of God upon them.
The reason why is because God ain't judging them like he's judging us, because we are the children of God. That's the difference. All right.
Fire. Give me that Psalms real quick. You just that was a fire precept.
Crazy.
Psalm 62. Let me see. Psalm 73. Start at verse 2.
Psalm 73 and verse 2. But as for me.
As for what?
As for me. My feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped.
Read.
For I was envious.
For what?
I was envious.
Read.
At the foolish. When I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
When I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
Right.
Go ahead. The caller's still on? Shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
This is Alcindor.
Hey, Blue Alcindor.
Yeah, I just want to pass this by you and let you guys get back to work.
Yes, sir.
There's a new thing going around that maybe it's new for me and not for you. I don't know. But they are now putting on the internet that Luke, the disciple Luke of the book of Luke, was not a Hebrew. I don't know if you heard that.
What? Nah, I ain't heard that one.
Yeah, man, I ain't making it up, buddy. You know, all on Google and everything. They're saying that Luke wasn't a Hebrew, meaning that one of the books was written by a non-Israelite. I don't know it's a lie.
Yeah.
But I'm just letting you know that that's one of the things out there. Luke had already said, "Blessed be the Lord God of Israel."
Right.
The house of David. I mean, we already know it's a lie, but that is something going around now that Luke wasn't a Hebrew.
All praise.
Hey, man, I enjoy the show. You guys carry on.
All praise. Thank you for calling in.
Well, it's going around the Christ is white too, so surprise, it's craziness.
Psalm 73, jump down to verse 5.
Yes, sir. Psalm 73 and verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men.
That's the key part. That's what the officer was just bringing out in that Job. They are what?
They are not in trouble as other men.
This man, the so-called Israelites in the land today, they ain't in trouble like we in trouble.
Right.
They ain't had to march and die and put their life on the line for civil rights.
Right.
They ain't have to do that. They ain't in the land of their oppressor today. They are not doing that. They have an iron dome defending them. Where was the Iron Dome at when Rosewood got bombed?
Right.
When Tulsa, Oklahoma got bombed?
Right.
When they massacred in all of these various cities? In Ocoee?
Right.
Where was our... We didn't have nothing.
Right.
We still ain't got nothing to this day. Where's our 40 acres and a mule? Right. Read it again. They are what?
They are not in trouble as other men.
Read.
Neither are they plagued.
Neither are they plagued. The so-called Jewish man don't know what oppression is.
Right.
Read.
Like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain.
That's why these people are prideful.
Right.
They got the nerve to look at us and call us imposters. They got the nerve to invite us into the land that they stole and try to convert us.
Right.
To go into the parts of Africa and try to teach them how to be Jews.
Right.
That's pride. Read.
Message. Violence covereth them as a garment.
And violence cover them as a garment. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Shalom, most in Christ bless. I'm calling from DC.
DC.
I'm just calling. Yes, I'm calling to respond to the information the brother just sent out. That just mentioned, in fact.
Right.
I have heard it from my sister who is in Seventh-day Adventist.
Oh, Lord.
That Luke is of a Gentile.
Oh,
and
Lord.
He is not of an Hebrew. He's not of an Israelite.
Right.
I shouldn't say Hebrew, but he's not of an Israelite. So I did heard that before.
Crazy work.
So I'm not shocked to hear what he just said. That.
Yeah, well, if they read Luke 1, they're going to be very very confused reading the book of Luke chapter 1.
Yeah. Wow. But I just wanted to also say that you guys have been doing a marvelous work and continue to let your light shine and spread the word to the four corners of the earth.
All praises. All praises. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for watching the show. We appreciate you. All right. So, play that next video. This is how they think about us. Go ahead.
Why are white people debating the sanctification of Black people? On this episode of Pastor and Professor, I'll be joined by my father, Pastor and Attorney Jerry Gurley, and we'll discuss, I don't know if you all seen it, there's this debate going on. It's supposed to happen May 15th, where these two white men, I'm not even going to give them names, are debating whether or not Black people can be sanctified by the Holy Spirit.
Pause. This is what's going on today. But we ain't being oppressed. The white man still to this day don't think we're human.
Right.
He still think we some type of weird animal that was created in a lab. Go ahead, press play.
In the same way or as much as white people. Dad, have you heard about this?
Yeah, unfortunately I have. And wow, it's a shocker. In one sense it is, but in another sense it's more of the same in my thought.
What do you mean by more of the same?
Well, and I hope we can get to this, Professor, but in one sense, Black people's humanity itself, the very inherent nature of what it means to be a Black person, a person of African descent, that is under suspicion, has been under suspicion in terms of whether or not we are fully human. Mm-hmm. So I think if we're going to get to the core.
Hey, Shalom, caller, what's your name? Question, caller, where you calling from? All right, go to the timestamp. Go all the way up
here. We're going to have to talk about that. How does this debate, this conversation that they're having, relate to this much broader concern that white people have had through the years, feeling the need, I guess, as it were, ordained or appointed by God, as it were, to assess our very humanity.
Right. And you're pointing to some things that I think.
So, in 2025, the white man still feels the need to prove that we are humans or to save us, so to speak.
Right.
Meanwhile, you got the Black man saying that we ain't oppressed.
Right.
Meanwhile, the white man is thinking like, are they, do you think they're humans? And you trying to defend him like you the righteous man.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Give me that 2 Thessalonians real quick. That sit up as God. That is why we know who these scriptures are speaking about.
Exactly.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and 4.
Yes, sir. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. Who opposeth?
This man opposeth
and exalteth himself above all that is called.
He exalted himself above everybody. So much that they sitting here having a conversation if a Black man is a human or not. Read.
Above all that is called God, or that is worship.
Read.
So that he, as God,
this man sits himself up as God. Read.
Sitteth in the temple of God.
He sits in the temple of God, doing what?
Showing himself that he is God.
And he shows himself that he is God. Who is this? Somebody please tell me who this is.
Right.
Are you saying this is us? No. That's your friendly neighborhood white man.
Yep.
That's the so-called Jewish man that's doing this.
Right.
God says that's not him. He said he's a man of perdition. Go ahead, you ask him.
Yeah, Job 9:24.
Bring it out.
Yep. Because here's the thing. He's saying, they're not oppressed over there. So then who's the oppressor then? Who's the oppressor?
It ain't us.
If they not the oppressor, who is the oppressor? Let's see what the Bible says.
Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So who's the wicked then? Who's the one pulling the strings? It ain't us. We're not the ones. We ain't got the power. That's how we know that we're the oppressed. Go ahead.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
That's why we don't know who we are today, because they have to make sure we cannot find out that, they're the Israelites. If we come to the identity as we are coming to now, they see the movement happening, and that's what they don't want us to want to happen.
Finish it off.
If
the white man ain't the oppressor, like you brought out so eloquently, if he ain't him, read.
Where and who is
the hell is it?
Right.
Who is oppressing the people? Because guess what? We ain't got no bombs.
Nope.
We ain't got no diseases.
Nope.
We ain't got no money.
Nope.
We ain't got no land.
Nope.
We ain't got no military.
Nope.
We ain't got no police. So who the hell is oppressing the Israelites?
That's right.
That's a great point. Hey, Mr. Debunking the Hebrew Israelites, we need to know who the oppressor is. Please show me who he is.
Right.
Where and who is he?
Right.
You're on. I need some evidence. Who put people on slave ships?
Right.
Because we ain't make that up. The Bible said they did it.
Right.
Who made people serve wood and stone all over the world? We didn't do it.
Who last names we got?
Right.
No.
Did we go around giving people our last name?
No.
Did we put a cross up to people's head and say, hey, you gonna worship like Jesus or you gonna die?
Right.
We didn't do that. Sir. So go to the next video. Why they debating on whether or not we humans or not. And this is going to show you that the same thought process they had back then is the same process they got today. Press play on that.
I can't follow you, and I'm not going to follow you and give you personal protection. I'm telling you, for your own benefit, you had better turn around and get out of this area. You're not going to the courthouse in a group under the condition that you come here, and I'll assure you that.
All we would like to do, sir, is to go to the
courthouse. Is closed. There's no business there.
We don't want to go in the courthouse. All we want to do is go to the front of the courthouse, kneel and pray, and we'll gladly return.
You take your prayers back to your church. That's the proper place to pray.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure that God will hear your prayer just as well down there as it will up here, but you're not going on this courthouse front.
Sir, whenever there are men who are in sinful conditions, prayer should be uttered wherever they are.
Then why don't you pray where you are? Go back down there and pray. You think you're lily white? You think you're not sinful?
No.
Well, then go back to your church and pray.
Well, sir, can we pray together, you and I?
You do your praying. I do mine, big boy. You don't pray for me. I don't want you to pray for me.
Well, will you pray for us?
Because I don't think your prayers get above your head.
You see that? That's the same thought process they have today.
Right.
That's why they said, can they receive the Holy Spirit? The same thing was going on in the 60s, 30s, 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, 1500s, 1400s, 1300s, 1100s, 1 BC, 2 BC. Right. This is the same mindset they've always had about our people. And y'all out here trying to save them. It's a shame. It's sad when I see my brothers out here that think like this. It's sad.
Trying to save the white man.
Right. Go to the next video. Meanwhile, back in Israel, press play.
Ministers have reportedly approved a plan to capture all of the Gaza Strip and remain there, according to 2 officials. Bring you more details as we get them. That is a breaking and developing news story. But the suggestion is that the Israeli government has approved a plan to basically occupy permanently the Gaza Strip. What might that mean for the region? It's hard to see a positive, isn't it? It's hard to see how that does anything other than fuel the cycle of violence that we're currently trapped in the middle of.
So while y'all defending this man, he is taking over all the strip of Gaza. But the Bible said the Israelites ain't supposed to have no power in their hand.
Right.
Give me that Deuteronomy 28:48 about no might.
So.
There will be no might in thine hand.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
And in want of all things. We're supposed to be serving our oppressor. But these people ain't in want of nothing.
Right.
So I'm confused on how they live up to these curses. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Hold on, and what shall happen?
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
When was a yoke of iron put upon the necks of the so-called Jewish people? I need to know. Show me that imagery, because they just became Jews in the 1900s.
Right.
Surely we had photos, right?
Right.
Because we got photographs of our forefathers with chains around their neck.
Right.
I need to see it. Read.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until what?
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until he have destroyed thee. I want Deuteronomy 28 and 32. No might in thy hand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Deuteronomy 28 and 32.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
Hold on, there shall be power in our hand.
There shall be no might in thine hand.
There shall be an iron dome in our hand.
No might in thine hand.
There shall be $500 million in aid from America in our hand.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
You see that? $51 billion of aid? No.
Right.
The Bible says the true Israelites would not have any power in their hand.
Right.
Stop coming with that bull talking about these the people of God.
Right.
Y'all lying, you don't know the scriptures. Stop it. Stop it. So, it's 8:58.
Damn.
It's 8:58. We ain't even get into the show. No, I'm just playing. We covered the show. But Oppression, man. These I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be. Remember, it said Timothy in the last days.
Yeah,
it's gonna be mockers, scoffers, and people with false doctrines.
Right.
We can do this all day. Hey, but shout out to the IT, big time. Shout out to Officer Abel. Y'all see, we got the new setup. The brothers pulled it off.
That's right.
Looks excellent. We're gonna keep updating it, making it look better and better. We're gonna take the feedback that y'all gave us and make sure we get it right with the angles and views and all that good stuff.
Right.
But thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to the security. Shout out to the sisters, the brothers, everybody, the MOV for setting up. Duel, Yuri, all praise to the Most High. So Jehoiada, Baruch, all praise to the host, Officer Daniel, Officer Ron, Captain Michael, all praise to the Most High. With that, we say shalom. We see y'all next week.
Shalom, shalom.
What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example.